This isn't officially starting the role play, but as you guys are all hanging out in Insider, this ad comes across the television. It is a video. It's a short video, like 30 seconds.
Are you in the mood for a tasty burger and an ice-cold lager, but you ain't got no cash? Well, stop on by the Catalyst. We're just opening up on the station, and we've got a brand new Auto Chef 9000 signature burger made with 100% pseudo meat. Stop by and get yours today.
It's pretty good. Gaston's ready to go. He's like, let's go. When we going?
I don't know if I can
And as you guys are planting yourselves, I'm going to go ahead and read a bit of a recap, set the scene, and we will get into character. So if you remember last time, the Confederacy showed up, stole all the food from the station. You guys were able to hold some of it back, some condiments, as well as about a week's worth of meat and other supplies, which most other restaurants do not have access to. So you guys have more food than almost everybody else. You went to a council of the captains where you guys decided on a course of action to sort of, do we do reprisal against the Confederacy or just try to get food? And the decision in the end was you guys are going to become privateers and just try to get food and do what you can to get resources back rather than pursue the Scarborough, the battleship for the Confederacy that came and took all your food. Captain Flint is the person who is trying to push that course of action, and from what you've heard, he's still around the station doing exactly that. You guys have been able to go back to insider trading and sort of get ready for the mission that you have accepted. And to that end, Robert, you receive a missive. That is the video in question that we were just discussing, so feel free to watch that if you haven't already.
Thank you for responding to our advertisements. Names are not important. What is important is the deed that is accomplished this day. Attached, you will find the plans to a ship. Aboard that ship, you will find cargo that we require. As with all cargo in all future missions, this cargo is alive. We seek to liberate slaves. We'll pay a bounty for each slave so liberated. Bring them to us intact. The vessel you may do with as you will. If you capture her, she is yours.
That shows up just as a missive on your phone. You can watch it, or on your comm rather. You can watch it whenever you have time to do so, and it gives you the full details. At the end of it, there is a dossier that gives you the course and basic information about the ship's capabilities. And if you would like to, you can make a history DT1 check when you watch the video.
I would love to do that, even though I am pretty sure I have no history skill whatsoever.
Yeah, either reason or intuition, and even a single success should be enough.
Will he share it with other people?
Of course. Oh.
Okay. Well, because you said you're going to share it, Ducius is the tender of Shia, putting him in a very, very powerful position. So the name of this ship suggests that it probably belongs to him. That may carry some political ramifications hitting it. It's unlikely they can respond immediately or anything, but you are probably going to garner some notoriety by hitting this vessel.
All right.
You guys have got about 12 hours to leave and still get out there, do what you need to do, and get back within the time window you've been provided.
Okay.
So you guys are hanging out in the end, trying to decide, I think, on what your last course actions are, getting ready to head out maybe for this mission. And Trevor, you're up.
Okay, so you guys are sitting there doing whatever you're doing, and the door to the pub slams open with extreme force and makes a big loud bang. And you see a patron stagger in, kind of lurchily, and fall against someone who was potentially trying to leave. Person catches them, and then all of a sudden starts screaming bloody murder as the person that they caught begins to bite their face off. Perception, everybody.
Edwina is so busy watching her Anzu video, I don't know that her perception's going to be very good anyway.
You can always voluntarily choose to fail a perception check if your character is not paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, she's trying to get Gaston's attention to look at the video of Anzu because she's.
I was gonna say Gaston's gonna fail his perception check. I'm not gonna roll because he's busy looking at his tablet, checking out Anzu videos, rocking out like, yeah, Anzu, it's great, it's the best.
Bill and Robert, you guys both succeed. That's a zombie that just staggered in.
I jump up and yell, "Oh no, not again!" And then I grab for my shotgun.
Okay, so everybody roll initiative.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, already.
Robert, up first. What is your actions?
I'm gonna move over towards the zombie while
Let me get the
pulling out my shotgun, and then I'm gonna yell that everybody find cover. If there's a zombie, there's a mage, and a weird one at that.
You notice that some patrons are getting into cover. A lot of people were, engrossed in their drinks and weren't really aware of what's going on. But thanks to your warning, they're looking around and see the commotion.
Probably go for jumping up on a table. It's harder for the zombie to reach my brain.
Nice.
Oh man.
Not that I'm prejudiced against zombies, but
Gaston.
That's my action.
You hear the commotion and become aware that there is somebody screaming zombie.
Okay, so I'm going to use Gaston's going to use spin around and instantly drop into his stance, and that will take both his actions.
All right. So you're activating a stance.
He's activating his stance. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Next, Roxy.
Roxy will try to assist in people getting behind the bar. So if there's someone who is very inebriated that's kind of around here, that's a barmaid.
Yeah, that's a barmaid.
Person.
But yeah, that guy right there is definitely very well inebriated.
Try, shake him up, tell him, once she sees her brother going into his stance, the video goes away, tucks her tablet away, helps this guy over, and checks for her gun.
All right.
Which, did she have her gun on her?
Probably. It'd be common to be wearing your
sidearm.
Especially given that the Confederacy had just come through. I'm sure all of you are armed.
Okay, good. So she would free up her gun as she gets up on the counter.
Cool.
Can she take a shot at him?
Sure, no reason not to shoot him.
Yep.
Once I hear zombie, or once Ed hears zombie, Roxy hears zombie.
So you're looking at 30 range.
She'll try to take a shot. Might wing.
Let's give you a bonus die.
Wing wide.
We'll give you one favor die because you jumped up and you're shooting over everybody's head.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And no edge because she was not very aware.
Sure.
Situationally aware.
That is definitely a hit.
Wow.
Nice.
So it's 4 base damage. It's 1 over, so that is a total of 5 damage.
Cool.
You zorch the thing with your laser pistol. It punches through the shoulder and takes one of the arms off.
Ugh. Yeah, disgusting.
All right, Bill.
Do I know anything about zombies? For instance, can you heal somebody who's been bitten by a zombie? Is it infectious, or is a zombie something else?
Well, zombies are something called shamblers. Right. And they're animated corpses brought back by necromancy. There are infectious zombie plagues that you've heard of that have happened in the past. Those are much more rare.
So it's not likely that the guy who's got bitten has any problems other than that he's probably dying of being bitten.
Right, but you are aware that that's a possibility at least. Like it's unlikely, but that could happen, and you've heard of it.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to draw my sword and just move over there, ready for anything else that comes through the door.
Yeah, and that guy that the zombie is eating on is pretty well toast.
Yeah.
Poor Antonio.
Yep, his career died in the 90s.
Wait.
So are you going to hold your second action, Bill?
Oh, I thought that would probably be 2 actions. But yes, I'm holding my second action.
Let's see. What's your move?
It's an attribute on my character sheet, which is 615. So
you can move 6. So if you want to move all the way to there, you're looking at 2 actions. If you want to move,
there you go.
Yeah, right there.
Perfect. Then you can hesitate and save that second action.
Yeah,
because I want to protect my snooker tables.
Good thinking.
For the
Priorities.
record,
All
Robert
right.
expects this to be a zombie plague, of course. The worst thing that could happen is, of course, what's going on.
So it finishes munching on that dude and starts shambling towards you, Bill. It's moving really slowly. It's staggering. It's only got one arm. It's definitely, from stuff you've faced, this thing is not a threat to you, but it is to an unarmed patron.
Right. At the start of the next round, I'm going to be attacking it, but unless
sure.
it's going to get within range of me,
Yeah.
then I'm just going to wait.
Yeah, no, and it's not going to reach you before you act again. So
Yeah.
it's moving very slow. All right, back to the top with Robert.
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards it again and then fire my shotgun at it. Surprisingly, Robert has, even though he has a pretty wonky cybernetic leg, he can move pretty fast when the mood takes him.
Just always in one curved direction.
I know, in a very curved direction, yeah. And he probably utters an ouch every step he takes. Let me find the equipment. And that would be 3 successes.
That's a hit. That's 2 over. So you do a total of 12 damage to the thing. Your shotgun vaporizes its head, and the body crumples to the floor in a wet thwack as ichor oozes all over your floor, Bill.
Better than the alternative.
All right.
Is anything else coming through?
Nope.
Anything else coming?
The door is wide open, and the street outside has a couple of people standing there in kind of shocked bewilderment, but it's otherwise clear.
Okay, that's weird. Does anybody else want to do anything? Because otherwise I'm going to walk forward and try and heal that guy.
Yeah, his throat is missing. He's definitely not going to make it.
What, not even with magical healing?
He's already gone.
If you have resurrection.
Well, I don't, so...
Stan looks a little dejected and disappointed and pulls out his tablet. He's going to start watching Anzu videos again. All the excitement's over.
Everybody goes back to social media.
I think Robert casually double taps the zombie just to be sure.
Okay. All right. So you are certain that thing is put down. What do you guys do with the body?
Check for ID. Like, who is that guy? Is he someone that looks like a regular or anything?
Yeah, Roxy, you find his ID. He's just a resident of the station. You also find in his pocket a receipt.
Ooh, checking that receipt out.
I'm pretty sure I know where he's been. But I'm going to go and look out the door.
Oh no!
And just see if I can see anything out there.
You don't spot anything abnormal, but it's definitely a receipt to the catalyst.
Oh, what are they serving over there? What did he have? Does it say like the specialty burger?
He had the burger
and a lager.
Uh-huh.
Ew, nasty.
Knew it.
Hey, Roxy, could you just hold that receipt there, and I'm going to gesture just sort of over his body, and then get my camera out and make sure I got a picture of him and the body and the receipt, so you can clearly see that there's a customer. You know,
John, take an experience for that, please.
Okay. It's not how I conduct business in real life, but you know.
Gaston will look up at when he hears Catalyst. Hey, Ed, does that mean we're going to the Catalyst?
Stop calling me Ed, you brat. We don't want to go to the Catalyst. That's what this guy just did. Well, I mean, wait, hold on.
What?
Maybe we should go over there and see what they're serving.
Let's go get a burger and a lager. Let's go.
Oh, man. Only if you promise that you're not going to eat anything.
Why would we go if we're not going to eat?
To see what they're doing. To see if there's some creepy zombie puppet master person over there. Some necromancer lurking around over there and in there. Don't they wear black robes and...
Have you been reading that conspiracy theory chat board on Seizure again?
Well, I mean, maybe, I read a lot of things online. It's not just Anzu videos.
Anzu's the best. You should just pay attention to Anzu. That's it. That's all you need.
That's
Then
all I
life's
need.
good. Yeah. Gaston's
Well,
gonna
I mean,
shake his head, hair flowing, looking good.
I'm all for snooping around over there because they're open now, and we'll see if anyone else is looking sketchy, like what they're eating, and are they acting like?
Can I at least get an ice cream?
Yeah, I'll get you an ice cream.
All right, let's go.
Bill, do you
You're
want to
actually
go?
you're going to go and eat there?
I'm gonna get him an ice cream. He likes ice cream. Look at him. Just look at him.
I'm
I
sure
can't-
they only put the zombie plague in the burgers and not the
It's
ice
probably
cream.
in the meat, but it's probably in the meat though, don't you think? Like,
Oh.
or in their specialty.
I heard
stuff?
that they don't actually use meat. They've got some kind of boxes full of, like paste that they put in some kind of auto
Synth.
chef. That's what the
Synth.
station rumor is anyway.
Yeah, you
Well-
definitely saw that when you were there.
Yeah, I saw it, but
Yeah.
she doesn't know that I saw it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, Bill, don't you remember there was that giant machine you poured the water on when we were over there?
No,
Wait, what?
don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about that place other than what I've heard about their franchises.
Oh, come on. I snuck you in the other day. Come on, let's go back over there. We still won't have to sneak in this time.
I didn't realize you were that drunk.
Gaston's got a blank look on his face, like, no idea what he's talking about.
Roxy will lean over to Bill and be like, "You got to be real careful with what you show him, because no internal filter."
Oh, is he like that Anzu guy that those heroes were having trouble with keeping their secrets?
I'm not
Broadcasting all over
saying.
speaker.
I mean, I think Anzu's great, but my brother, we've just spent the last 2 hours going over the wiki page on Anzu, and he's read it all. So he's deep tracks into Anzu. So he might not have been before. I mean, I don't really know this guy. I just know that he's like a pop star, right? But I know my brother doesn't have a good internal filter.
Yeah, that's what I
But-
meant. I mean, that Anzu guy seems to film everything him and his friends do and broadcast it unedited.
Probably wouldn't get my brother a camera. Let's just say that. And she's keeping her voice down because she knows if she mentions the C word, her brother's going to get real excited about it. But I do think that we could go over and get an ice cream.
Hey, Gaston, make a perception check.
All right. He's not very
Rox.
good, but we'll see what
Yep,
happens.
no, this is
No.
just to see what happens.
Even if I didn't think they might be turning their customers into zombies accidentally or on purpose, I would still say don't eat in there until you're absolutely starving, and actually eating other human beings is not an option. That would be better than eating at the Catalyst. I would never recommend anybody eat there.
So, Gaston,
Actually,
you hear the word camera.
he'll kind of look up because coming from Ed. Hey Ed, can I get a camera and do like what Anzu does? It'll be great. Think about it. All the parties, we can film it and put them on seizure. And hey, if we're gonna go after that ship, we should film the whole thing. It's gonna be so much fun.
She's like pinching the bridge of her nose. Like, I thought that the living weapon trainee would center him and give him guidance. Please, goddess. I don't think we have the money for a camera right now. Big little bro.
Oh yeah,
I-
Gertie gave me some spinning money, so I think I got enough for one. I just got to find a place to buy one around here.
Yeah, we got to go pretty soon. We're really short on time. Matter of fact, probably don't have time for the ice cream. And besides, Bill here told me that, it's just bad form to, like, I'm working at this place, for me to be giving this other place my money. I don't know.
Robert, do you think we should go and investigate this place and see if there's any connection with this customer?
I walk up to you, carrying a mop and a bucket full of soapy water, and say, yeah, maybe we should tell someone. I'm not sure who we go to until we have a zombie problem.
Well, we can't leave this guy here, so I'll send the picture to Beadle and just say Please tell me this is the only Catalyst customer who's become a zombie, and it's a coincidence.
There have apparently been 2 other outbreaks that are almost identical.
Oh, okay. In that case, I shall text back. They aren't carrying receipts from the Catalyst, are they?
They haven't found that connection yet, so he says that they'll rifle through their possessions and see if they had any sort of receipt or proof they were there.
Cool. Okay. So having worked in a war zone in medicine, do I know anything about how you dispose of this if it is an infectious zombie? If we make that assumption,
Fire.
Right? Okay. Do we have any way to burn it?
I got fire, baby. I can manifest some fire.
You have a
Okay,
dumpster
so-
out back.
When you say that, I look at you and I point to a sign over the bar where it says "No magic."
Sorry. I'm not whipping it out. I totally respect that, Robert. So, yeah.
Is it the day before? Is it the day that the dumpster's been emptied? Because I don't want to start an actual dumpster fire.
Yes, it is. It is in fact empty.
And
well,
just
there's
to
a couple of
clarify-
bags that you can pull out. So yeah,
yeah, is it a very solid metal dumpster?
Correct.
Because the ones where I used to work, when the people would set them on fire, they were plastic. So you would come to your car park and find a melted plastic
Bill?
bin.
nope. It's metal. It'll do the trick.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
In that case, disposable gloves, bleach, body into the bring the dumpster in, put the body in, clean it up, burn the body outside.
All right.
While we are doing that, I suggest that we investigate the body a bit, because if we have a necromancer wandering the station, then they might be arrogant enough to sign their work.
Really?
Yeah. Mages are
So
weird.
go ahead and make an investigation check. Trevor will tell you what you find.
Do I want to know how necromancers sign their work? No, I don't want to know. You just look and you tell me if you think somebody signed it.
Magic signatures.
I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all, Bill.
Robert. Oh, I was just going to add, if that investigation, turns up nothing, if she's helping mop up the blood and everything and sees him looking and talking about the fact that there might be some signature left there. She's thinking like a magical signature. She has some knowledge of Arcana, so she could
roll your Arcana.
possibly use that. Oh, which is like
All
not
right.
really anything.
So here's the thing. Robert finds it looks like mold stain on the body. Definitely not a signature. Maybe something else. And yes, Roxy, to you, it looks like potentially maybe some sort of magical affliction. So you'd be, between the two of you, you would be suspicious of it being not a natural phenomenon, but maybe not necessarily created by a specific necromancer.
Oh, interesting. So Roxy and Robert are kind of heads close, together, looking at this, and she's sharing the information with him.
Yep.
Is there any way to track this to the assailant or the
I don't know. Is there any? Can I do a history and lore to see if there's any? If she knows of any history of that?
I'll tell you right now, you don't.
Okay.
It's kind of a foreign thing to you. This is just kind of your best guess that, yeah, it's probably got some sort of magical aspect to it, and it looks like some sort of fungus or something like that.
Where is that located? The fungus located?
All across the chest.
And he got hit in the head.
Oh, yeah, the head is pretty much gone.
That makes me think that it's not something that he ate that did it to him, right? Like that he got something on him.
In this instance, you can't tell.
Right.
'Cause
I mean,
it's
Roxy's just like
it's-
verbalizing this.
Yeah.
Like verbalizing this to Robert, like that's her thought,
Yes,
basically,
absolutely.
right? Versus Meta, just that's where her head's at.
Sure.
Or it started in the stomach and grew out, so you only see a little bit of it on the chest. Yeah,
Maybe. That's
he could be
disgusting.
all eaten up inside. Seen it before, many
Really?
times. Yeah. Mages do weird stuff all the time.
She kind of rubs the back of her neck, like awkward.
Do we need to slice it open then?
You're a medic, right, Bill?
Yeah.
You know, I
You can make
don't
a
think
medicine
that's a
check
bad
if you'd like.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go and get whatever face masks we've got. And
We should probably make a room for
yes,
this.
and we will take him outside.
We could do it in the dumpster, though, right? I mean, we don't
Yeah,
have to be
absolutely.
clean about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That way
yeah,
it's-
yeah. We put him in the dumpster, wheel the dumpster outside, and then we'll do this outside, and you can stand ready with your fire.
Good call. And I'm
Robert,
sorry,
can you-
Robert, but if you don't mind, I think me using fire. I have a good cone. I won't do anything disrespectful.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. But be careful with it. It messes with your mind, that magic stuff.
Robert, can you hold me up over this bin so I can do this at the greatest distance I can with my sword?
You want
Because I'm not
Gaston
planning
to
to
lift
be
you up?
delicate here. No, Robert, because he's a cyborg,
Yeah.
and I also know him very well. So
Gaston offers, gets told no, goes back to the Onzo videos.
Dejectedly.
I try to lift you up in a respectful manner.
right, okay. So I'll use my super mega sword and just slowly slice into the guy's chest whilst
All
I'm
right.
wearing a face mask. Everybody around me is wearing a face mask. Whether or
Okay.
not they want to.
Very good.
A discreet incision. Yeah.
So
And I'm probably holding my breath.
yeah, definitely. So cutting this guy open immediately reveals that the source of the black mold was definitely the stomach.
Okay, if it doesn't explode in spores out towards me, I will take video or
Sure.
photos or whatever, and get lifted out, and then immediately disinfect my blade with 2 or 3 bottles of bleach or whatever.
Sure.
maybe fire if Roxy
I
can
got some
apply
fire with
to it.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire would be good.
All right.
Yuck, that was nasty. You were so right, Bill. I'm glad my brother didn't go there and have ice cream. You saved him. That would have been bad.
Well, to be fair, their ice cream could be okay. Yeah, if it's served on the same crockery and spoons that are kept in the same drawer as the bird, I don't even want to think about it. It's
On the flip
Maybe
side,
it's a machine, right?
the machine.
The Chef 9000
Oh,
to Chef 9000.
I honestly couldn't tell you which model that they use, but I have heard it is always auto chef machines that they use and stuff,
Yeah.
but
They have the newest model, the 9000. Yeah, we only have
said it in the video.
a 350 in our kitchen. So
Yep.
yeah. I mean,
So, boy,
there's an
it's sure-
advantage to having a real chef and real food in your kitchen. But let's not assume that I think it might be them because I don't like them. But at the same time, I really don't want to find out that it's 2 blocks that way in a corner alleyway or something, and we just miss it because we don't investigate properly. Because this could be bad. If this fungus
is bad.
Yeah, if this fungus is growing in a corridor somewhere and people are just walking through it, and
And there's a lot of hungry people that are going to be coming around, and there's some kind of infected food with all these hungry people. They're not
Well,
going to
yeah,
be
I
as
mean-
careful.
Well, but what I'm saying is, if it's infected food at the catalyst, then we've already got a clue that maybe something is going on at the catalyst. But let's keep our eyes and ears open, because if it's somewhere else, then we don't want to be faffing around at the catalyst while people are getting infected.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
So I'll send the information that we've now gathered to Beadle and say, we found fungus on his chest. We opened him up. He's got fungus in his stomach. Can't tell you the source. Wherever he got it, it seems to have started in his stomach, which could be anything he ate or drank, or could be some other way he got it. But
Beetle texts back that he's got a friend that's a life mage. He's going to have him look into it and see what he can learn, and he'll text you back if he hears anything relevant and is grateful for the information.
shall we go over to now the body's burnt? Shall we go over to the catalyst and see if we see anything on the way, or?
So out of character, before you do that, you have probably 3-4 hours maybe to kill before you should think about leaving. So there is definitely time to do that. But before you leave, what you would all be aware of is you're going to take a trip through the Umbral Depths. You're going to need a way to get in and out of the Umbral Depths. The easiest way to do that would be to purchase a Fisher beer. So basically, it's got the Fisher spell in it. You drink it as a mage, and you're able to open a Fisher. So you can do that to get there and back, but they're expensive. So it's 1,000 credits per one of those potions. So either you are going to buy a couple of those to get there and back, or you're going to have to find a Void Mage to bring with you.
Yeah, I'd say we definitely need to focus on our job, then save Drifter's Rock from the Necromancer when we get back. Necromancers could be more than one. We have a lot of preparation to do before we leave, so I think we should focus on the mission.
Okay, well we can always switch if the situation changes. So let's makes sense to me. So do you know any Void Mages?
All of you are aware of at least a couple on the station that work in the various parts of the marketplace. So if you wanted to meet one, you could go down to the marketplace. You could ask around and call a couple of contacts. There definitely are mages on the station.
Seeing that Robert's not too keen on additional mages, maybe do we want to go the beer route?
Yeah, the mana beer route is, or the void beer. What was it called?
Fisher beer?
Fisher beer, yeah.
Fisher beer. How much you got there, Gaston? How much did Gert give you for your camera? Or wait, not your camera, for our Fisher beer.
I got like 3,000 credits she gave me. She wanted to make sure that I had anything I needed.
Man, she spoils you. You were always the favorite sibling.
That's not true.
Well, let's pool some money and buy 4 Fisher beers if we can get it.
Yeah, the availability is high, so it's easy to find. So you're easily able to purchase 4 if you would like to do so. Is there any other shopping you guys wanted to do before you leave? Foodstuffs are in short supply, but almost everything else is available.
There is one very important bit of shopping we need to do. I conspiratorially gather Bill and Gaston and Roxy and tell them that that there's something really important we need to do before we leave. We need to figure out how we're going to look and what we're going to be called. Because if we are going to be serious about this privateering thing, we are going to need to work on our personas and our panache. We need a certain. We need names. We need the right gear, the right look. Otherwise, no one is going to take us seriously. For example, me, if we were meeting up with farmers from Colony 3, or what once was Colony 3, the Bobkin's name would be very well respected as a farmer name. But I'm not sure it's a good pirate name. So we should probably work on what we're gonna call ourselves. We need something cool, something with panache, and you have some experience in this, Roxy. You have that cool Roxy Blades name. So maybe you should work on some cool names for us, and maybe some our wardrobes. I'm thinking long coats and I don't know.
Some
Maybe
cool hats. Can we have
cool
I've
hats.
seen those pirates have
definitely.
some stylish ones. Well, we could be the Blade Runners. What do you guys think about that?
Well, how about for you, because you don't want to taint your relic hunter name, how about Sandy Clubs?
Sandy what?
Sandy's like rocks and clubs are like blades, right? Same sort of thing. It's a made up name anyway.
So then I get to have two different names?
Well, or
this
you
is, so
proudly
this won't be
proclaim
my
yourself Roxy Blades the pirate, and then the next time you do a relic
Wait, but you guys said we were privateers, not pirates, right? Like, I thought privateers were distinguished.
Yeah,
you
but
still think?
Look, I don't know anything about branding. I don't really need to brand my business. We just sell the best cider in the galaxy, so you could probably call it anything.
Well, I'm fine with changing my name again. Sandy. I don't even have blonde hair. Oh, can I get a wig? Or
That's a
color
good
my
idea.
hair? I think
good
I'll
idea.
bleach my
Definitely
hair
need
blonde,
wigs.
and I'll be Sandy clubs. So how about Sandy knives instead? And then Gaston can be Gus. We'll call him Gus. Gus knives.
Gaston is looking very excited about the idea of names and images and branding. It's like he's excited, but he hasn't come up with any ideas yet. So
Itinerant names for an itinerant martial artist. Kane. That might work.
Just call him Kane. That could just be like he doesn't need a last name.
It's
He's
a
so
good
dead.
name.
I like that Kane.
The Dreadful Pirate Bodkins. Does that work?
No. See,
You
that's
said
the problem
Bobkins
there.
was a farmer name.
Dread Pirate Bobkins doesn't really
How about Captain?
buy up here.
Captain Iron Leg.
Yeah,
Iron Leg, I love it. Let's go with that.
Captain Iron Leg. Because your leg. I mean, it's true. Or Ironside.
Oh yeah,
Ironside works.
inside. And funny story, my side is I do have some plating and yeah,
Did you have to have ribs replaced?
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Would Iron Fist strike terror into the hearts of your foes, or would people just think that was silly?
Gaston looks over here at Tromsø. What do you think? Nah, don't like that either.
What? Well, we had Ironside.
No, I meant for Robert.
Oh, for Robert. Oh.
Dream Warrior.
More.
No, something with nightmares I think is better. Nightmare fists. Or maybe that's too much.
Although the Fist of Dreams,
Fist of Dreams.
because when he hits you, he puts you to sleep.
Fisted by dreams.
Title of your set.
Oh man.
So, are you guys going to do any last-minute preparations before loading up the ship?
Oh, Roxy's going clothes shopping now for everybody. Now that she has this in her
Nice.
head.
So, what kind of wardrobes are you putting together?
She's seen what the pirates on the rock have been sporting, so she's going to try to find similar outfits, a little bit more upscale, that if she can afford a little bit newer, nicer
17th
buttons.
century pirate outfits are kind of coming back in fashion, at least in terms of the triburn hats. So lots of people are kind of leaning in that direction, and there's plenty of leathers available, long coats.
She's gonna get an eye patch for Ironside, so he can have that along with his cool hat. A nice captain style jacket with the button lapels. It's leather, and then some nice matching boots and trousers. And then for Bill, which she doesn't have a nickname for him yet because we didn't get that far, but she's gonna get him more of a tailored look, not as big, more like so he can move around a little bit more, because she's seen him the way his style was when he was rushing across to get to the zombie.
I don't need special clothes to be intimidating.
Get him something with shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Make him look
big, tougher. This is just for the look. This is just for other people. It's just for our crew look. And then Gaston will get more of a Japanese-inspired martial arts gi kind of look.
And I need a bandolier that Tromsø can sit in like this.
Nice.
She'd take
So
that
she'd
on the
always be
list,
right
too.
here, ready to go. Yeah.
That's right. And Roxy will come back with her hair bleached, so now she looks closer to her brother, and wearing kind of a men's style trousers, boots, jacket, and a jaunty cap.
Nice.
Unless anyone protests, like, what did you bring back for me? No weird colors. That's all.
So Roxy comes back with an armload of clothing for everybody. And those are passed out. You guys are still in insider trading. Any other stops, or are you guys going to load up and be on your way?
Did you guys got the brews, right?
I'm assuming somebody went and bought 4 of them for the marketplace.
Yeah, I think I did.
I think I had 500 credits, so I can give you 300 from what I've got. Keep a couple hundred credits.
Yeah, unless
unless I can squeeze Gaston
Gaston would have given him like 2,000, which would have been good chunk of it.
I'll put the rest of it in. I have 2,000.
Yeah, Roxy, it was about 50 credits for the clothes you got.
Okay, well worth it.
Does anybody need any weapons or?
Gaston wants a seizure camera he can have with him, preferably like a little drone behind him all the time.
Just like Anzu.
Oh,
Can we get him one that doesn't connect to seizure though?
Yeah, you can disable that.
I lent him my light drone.
Oh, nice.
So,
Just tell him it's
so
a camera.
Gaston could get it, and Roxy could disable seizure and not let Gaston know. So he has no idea it's not.
Yeah.
He thinks it is, but it's
Oh yeah,
not
you got
yet.
more followers.
Yeah.
Roxy will be totally. I'm going to be your manager, Gaston, and
Excellent. All right.
at night, let me put some special effects in, and then we can post them.
That works. That would be great, Ed. Thanks.
Stop calling me Ed. It's Roxy. I mean Sandy.
So I'm
That-
assuming you
cool.
guys load everything up and take off.